It's Grow TV, where we grow together and learn about God.
Hey friends, and welcome to Grow TV. I'm Stacy. We're playing a game today called Isn't It Cake? Not to be confused with another game that's very similar, but has a slightly different name. I have 3 things in front of me, and I will have to determine just by looking at them, isn't it cake? Let's play. Okay, so the first thing sure looks like a bowling ball, but I don't know if we're supposed to smell it, but it smells like a bowling ball. But then, what does a bowling ball really smell like? Bowling pins, gutters, defeat, or victory? Cake can smell like victory too. This seems like a hat, a funny hat, but a hat. But the real question is, does this item call out to me as something that I would put on my head? Or does it speak to me as something I would eat? Well, that actually doesn't help, because I definitely had cake on my head before. Don't ask. This smells like a trick. I mean, yes, it looks like cake. It smells like cake. It even sounds like cake.
What sound does cake make?
I'm glad you asked. It's a low humming noise, like probably each sugar granule yelling to be consumed. Listen. Listen.
That's just you.
What? No, it's not. It's the sugar in the cake. It's speaking to me. I can hear you, cake. Okay, I'm ready.
Ready for what?
The culmination of our game. Isn't it cake?
Oh, that's like the other game.
No idea what you're talking about.
Wait. You're playing this oddly familiar cake game. And these are your 3 options?
I know. It's hard, right? But this last one is speaking to me. Isn't it cake? Why, yes, it is.
Obviously.
Shh. Reveal time. I was right.
Congrats. Wow. You found the cake disguised as a cake.
Thanks. I told you. I heard the cake's voice. I always hear the cake's voice.
Well, I'm not convinced that cakes can talk, but for the rest of us that do, it's important to be heard. You know, there's actually a story about that from the life of Elijah in 1 Kings.
Elijah spoke cake too?
No, Stacy. I don't think anyone else speaks cake besides you. Elijah spoke to God, and it was very important for God to hear him. The story is from 1 Kings chapter 18. It was a time when King Ahab ruled over the land, but he did not follow God. Instead, he chose to follow a fake god called Baal. Because of this, God sent Elijah to give Ahab a message.
A king that followed fake gods? I think I can guess what his message would be.
It was time to let the people know who God was. So Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to a contest in front of all the people in the land. They met at a place called Mount Carmel. Elijah wanted the people to choose between God and Baal once and for all.
Okay, so 2 things. 1, caramel is delicious on or in cake. 2, a showdown. I love it.
Elijah announced the contest rules. They were to put out wood, but they would not set it on fire. Elijah told the followers of Baal to pray to their God. Elijah said that he would pray to his God. Then they would sit and see which pile of wood caught on fire. Whoever could send down fire from heaven is the real God. The prophets of Baal agreed.
Challenge extended? Challenge accepted. Let's go.
So the prophets of Baal placed their wood on a pile. They prayed to Baal all morning, but no one answered. They shouted even louder until nighttime, but still no one answered. In 1 Kings 18:27, it says, at noon, Elijah began to taunt them. Shout louder, he said. Surely he is a god. Perhaps he is deep in thought, or busy, or traveling. Maybe he's sleeping and must be awakened.
A little trash talk? Okay, Elijah. So did they actually get louder?
They actually did, but nothing happened. Then Elijah prayed to God. He wanted all the people to know that God is the real God. He wanted everyone to believe in God again. Elijah even had water poured all over the altar so that no one would think that Elijah was playing a trick on them. When the fire came down, everyone would know it was God.
Bold move. I like it.
Then Elijah asked God to hear him and answer him with fire. He prayed very simply in verses 36 and 37, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel and that I am your servant and have done all these things at your command. Answer me, Lord, answer me so that people will know that you, Lord, are God and that you are turning their hearts back again.
There was so much writing on this prayer. I would have been so nervous that God wouldn't answer.
I'm sure Elijah had his share of fears, but he trusted God. And guess what? God heard Elijah's voice. Immediately, God sent fire on the wood. It burned up all the wood, even the water. When everyone saw this, they praised God. They believed that God really was the real God. Just like God heard Elijah's prayer, God also hears our prayers. When we pray for our family, God hears. When we ask God for help, God hears. We can talk to God about anything and know that God always hears us. So, the next time you pray, do it with confidence and remind yourself, God hears my voice. So, what do you think?
This is definitely cake. It's spongy and filled with frosting.
No, I mean of the Bible story. Isn't it incredible that God heard Elijah's voice like that?
Oh, that. Yes, it sure is. I mean, we pray to God all the time, but we forget that on the other end of our prayer is a God who is alive and able to hear everything we say. And maybe we forget because God doesn't answer right away sometimes.
Yeah, we all want God to answer exactly like that day on Mount Carmel. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And it's okay. This story is a good reminder that no matter how God answers, God hears us. We can take comfort in that.
And this story makes me more confident to pray prayers like Elijah did, knowing that God is listening and ready to respond. It's been fun playing Isn't It Cake with you and learning some Bible stuff with you. It's always good to learn and grow together. See you next time. Bye.
How is it? This cake's strong, man.
It's bussin'.
This cake is bussin', yo.